my parents' house. We got a vacuum, we got some clothes. Love it. Love this for me. So today I thought I would do a updated skin sitch because I have been off Accutane now for 5 months, which is crazy because I was on it for 7. So I've been having a lot of you DM me on Instagram asking, hey, like, what's your skin like now? Would you still recommend it? How is your skin or how's your body reacted now that you've been off the medication? So I wrote them all down on my phone. So we're gonna go through my body, and at the end I will do like an updated skin routine. So, or an updated face, we'll do a skin update. I got there. In the end, I got there. So in terms of my body, while on Accutane, I had a lot of like aches and pains. It was painful to walk sometimes because like my ankles were really sore. Like the actual movement of walking was like very cognizant in my mind because I could feel it. As I said, my bones hurt. When I was working out, my muscles didn't really hurt, but I could like feel my bones. All of that is gone. Hallelujah. So I have no more aches and pains anymore, like none. And that was pretty much gone after like the first month of stopping. Like these symptoms basically were all gone within a month, but I just kind of wanted to wait until, you know, around the same time that I took it. I wanted to just wait that long just to see if things would arise or fall or whatever. So in terms of body aches and pains, completely gone. In terms of my vision, while on Accutane, I had blurry vision at nighttime. I mentioned that driving wasn't a really great idea because the streetlights to me were like really kind of like foggy, or like they all kind of like blared together or blurred together. That is also gone. So in terms of like my vision during the day and at night, it is crystal clear again. It's perfect. In terms of like brain fog, fatigue, while on Accutane, I said numerous times that was the biggest symptom for me was fatigue. I was so tired on Accutane. Sorry, I have cat hair for sure on my lip. Yeah, so that is gone. As you can tell, my energy is back. It's fine now. We're back. Jess is back. She's sharp. Her vision is there in terms of like plans / vision. We're all good. Anyway, that's fine. In terms of dryness on my body, so during Accutane, I experienced real sensitivity on my hands specifically. I never had any dryness on my whole body. I experienced dryness on my face, my lips, and my hands. My face, never to the point of like skin flaking, never to the point of like it becoming an issue. My only really dry areas were my hands and my lips. My lips, required constant Aquaphor. Like when I say constant, I like lived, breathed, inhaled, swam in Aquaphor, and because of that, my lips never chapped. They were never like crusty or breaking off or any of that. However, if I did not have Aquaphor on, within like 2 minutes, I could feel my lips start to become the Sahara Desert, which I said multiple times. So I became addicted to Aquaphor. So now because of that, my lips are still fine. I never really had an issue, but I would say that like now, I guess I'm so used to constantly having chapstick on that now when I don't have chapstick on, I'm like, ugh, I need chapstick. Next, oh yeah, and so my hands before were like, I don't know if you guys remember, but like all here, if I put like any cream with like an ounce of scent, which you're not supposed to do, I'd get like really bad like hives everywhere, and then the insides of my fingers at one point were like all peeling, which didn't last that long, but it did. My hands were like straight up scales, like straight up scales. Yeah, completely gone. My hands, as you see, are fine. No I should try and focus there. No peeling anymore, no sensitivity to fragrance cream. Okay, in terms of my face, so this is like the biggest changes, I would say. Like everything else, okay, let's put it simply. Everything else in my body went back to my pre-Accutane state. And also, let me talk about my hair. I've had a lot of you ask, has your hair gotten thinner? Did it fall out? No, it's the exact same. I mean, it's up now in a bun, but you can like tell, like the bun is quite thick. Like my hair is the exact same. While I was on Accutane, I was really worried that my hair would fall out or like would get thinner, because that's one of the symptoms, a possible symptom, which happens to, you know, some people. But that never really happened to me, or if it did, it wasn't noticeable enough. The only thing that changed was my face. This changed. On Accutane, before Accutane, my skin was extremely oily. My hair was extremely oily. So needed to wash my hair every day. My face, like after an hour of washing it, very oily. Obviously by the end of the day, it's like you're just drenched like in oils. During Accutane, I could legit not wash my hair for like 7 days and it still looked brand new. I obviously washed it, but like it still looked, because it was so dry. And I was like, wow, this is how the other side lives. That was a really nice perk while on Accutane that I hoped would carry on post Accutane, but it did not. So my oils are back. They're back and they're thriving, let me tell you. So I now, after a day, those oils are right back, if not to the end of the day. Like it's just the same as it was before. So my oiliness is right back where it was. In terms of my skin, before Accutane, I was very oily. Like as I mentioned, very oily, very sensitive skin. Couldn't wear a lot of products because they would make me break out. Post Accutane, I was like, maybe I can still live this wild and free lifestyle and my skin will just take it. It's not the case anymore. So I noticed after about month 1 of being off Accutane, I started getting some spots, and I will show you in a second, but I started getting spots nowhere on my face. I would get like 1 or 2 again in the hormonal areas. Now, as a disclaimer, my dermatologist said because I have hormonal acne, I will continue to get spots around my period or when I'm stressed. And in general, Accutane might not work for me at all because mine's hormonal acne. So it only helps up to a certain point with like your sebum production. But if you still have imbalanced hormones, it might not work for you. And that's just the reality of it. So I started getting like 1 or 2 spots around my period, and they would never surface to whiteheads. They would like come for 1 day and then by the next day they were gone. And I was like, oh, okay, like that's sick. Like I could deal with like a little tiny pimple here and there that lasts 24 hours and is gone. Then around like month 2 to month 3, I noticed that my like oils were coming back, and not as drastic as they were pre-Accutane, but definitely not dry like they were on Accutane. So I was like, oh, okay. And then I noticed that I was getting like a bunch of like underhead like pimples, like not cystic and not regular acne, like more like fungal acne. And they would again like kind of pop up and last like a couple days and then disappear. And then they would like pop up and then disappear. And I don't know if it's based off hormones or whatever. Still to this day, no cystic ones, but I'm noticing that around my period, it's increasingly getting worse. So like month 1, I was getting like 1 or 2 and then they would go. Month 2 of being on my period, it was like a couple more and then they would go. And now I'm on month 5 or 6 of my period, and I'll show you in a second. I'm getting many more. So I'm gonna do a close-up so you guys can see. So this is my skin. Obviously I have nothing on. During Accutane, my skin also was like very puffy and red. When you're on Accutane, your skin gets like very, very red and inflamed, and that's quite normal. That's also all gone. So no more redness, and my skin is not puffy anymore. And you guys can probably tell if you go watch while I was on it to now, like my face looks like thinner or like less puffy. So that's all hyperpigmentation, but there you go. There's 1. So I have 1 on this side. Can we get really close there? I have 1 on this side, none anywhere else. So just a lot of like all of this is just hyperpigmentation, post-acne, all hyperpigmentation, or post-Accutane, sorry. None on my forehead. And then this side, do you see how many? So we have like 1. And of course, I went to go make this video and I somehow deleted all of my video footage on my camera from my computer. Make that make sense. I didn't delete it off my camera. I somehow deleted all my pre-filmed stuff from my computer to my camera. So anyway, this is a skin update. As you can see, there's a couple, like I was saying in the previous video, like one there, those are all gone. It's just like a couple, but my skin, I don't know if you can tell from here, it's like slightly oily, not as oily as it was before, but all in all right now, month 5, I am really happy. I will be doing an updated skin care routine with you guys from products that I've like incorporated since Accutane. But yeah, like skin is not as good as it was on Accutane, but it's definitely nowhere near as bad as it was pre-Accutane. So I'm really happy with the results. Just some hyperpigmentation, which I think I might be doing laser to try and get rid of, but if I do, you will know about it. So yeah, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe because it really helps support my channel, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!